in the force. You ain't got a line around the store. Never put an actress on the floor. You ain't never front line of war. Nigga, you ain't dead.
None of that shit.
None of this. You ain't dead.
None of this.
None of this.
None of this.
You ain't got what I got.
You know what I got.
You ain't seen what I seen. Put a bitch on my. Put a bitch on the bed. Put a 10, let me sing. It's a lot on my plate. I can make no mistakes. Shoulder hold a lot of weight. Fish jumping out the face. You ain't gon' feel like I feel. Niggas ain't real like I'm real. Smart, they can't feel like I feel. They bring it to you, try to take it from you. You ain't finna kill like I feel. You don't gotta live like I live. Driving, I shoot on a mission. I was raised by the realest niggas. All they told us was kill all these niggas. We never gon' lose if we handle this business. Took a turn on the road to the bridges. Had my heart on the curb in the trenches. Everything that I want was expensive. And it came with a lot of conditions. A poison that got in your system. Boy, he done shot through the ceiling. At first it's the awkwardest feeling. But fucking my nigga, let's get it. Doing donuts is something ridiculous. Fuck up traffic with all of my Christians. And I gotta be over specific, just so they notice the difference. You don't put an actress on the floor. You don't never front line of war. You ain't never headline a tour. You ain't got a line around the store. You ain't dead. You ain't dead.
What up, Pop Dudes? Yeah, they did that.
Never see your name up in the force.
Never.
You ain't got a line around the store.
Never.
Never put an actress on the floor.
Never.
You ain't never front line of war. Nigga, you ain't dead. None of this. You ain't dead. None of this. Yeah. This shit is not fictional. It's really my life in reverse is medicinal. This shit, it got critical. Pain is forever, the payback residual. You ain't got war, ain't hard, keep on popping about shit that you know you won't feel it. Ain't got no pressure, problem by the bitch. This my little brother, caught him by the lead. We done took a lot of risks. For the money I commit. Street took all off from us, we should've ain't in vain. I was out Dolo, I was trying to get it, and that's when that getting it came. Bitch, you won't get in the way. Hop on my focus solely in the music, my niggas start feeling away. Even if niggas really make it through, probably gon' deal in a way. I rap that double like some fire, try to pieces, and I send them away. We do this shit every day. Hustle got rich in the bank, but hustle got chips in the bank. Hustle ambitious to great, hustle proficient and late. Hustle officially straight, hustle unlimited faith. Hustle relate, if you gon' touch you a safe. Stay down through the hard times. Front line when it was your time. Self-made, pushing hard lines, trying to tell you niggas that it's our time. Put an actress on the floor, nah. You don't never front line of war. You ain't never headline a tour. You ain't got a line around the store. You ain't dead. You ain't dead. Yo, I never see your name up in the force. You ain't got a line around the store. Never put an actress on the floor. You ain't never front line of war. Nigga, you ain't dead. None of this. You ain't dead.
You gotta love that.
None
right
of this. Yeah.
Hit that like button and subscribe. I think I got one more in me. Just because I put it on my playlist and it was next any damn way. Press one. One thing about Candace and Brittany and them.
Police ain't never gon' know. Niggas ain't never gon' know.
DatPiff.com world premiere.
You know that I know and they never gon' know. You never gon' know. You never gon' know. You niggas ain't never gon' know. And you bitches ain't never gon' know. But just know that I know. With that on my soul. With that on my soul, you just know that I know. You know that I know. You know that I know. You ain't never gon' know. These police ain't never gon' know. You niggas ain't never gon' know. And you bitches ain't never gon' know. But you know that I know. Just know that I know. Just know that I know.
I just follow the car. I'm full of this bag. Ain't never gon' know. The SUV limo tinted. Escalades, we don't roll the same ways. We was out the muddy back when it was ugly, trying to campaign. What I'ma do it, make it look a little different, it's the same thing. Cause them niggas on my bill. I was a soundtrack to the streets when my brother got killed. And they left me alone. They ain't never gon' know. I've been dealing with accepting, they ain't gon' respect it. I've been motivated, focused, my energy be getting tested. Built it, tatted on my arm, put it on a necklace. I'ma get it how I want for what you suggested. That was easy. Tell them niggas I got jobs for them like Steve. Told them it was worth it, they won't believe me. Them niggas try to send a message, we ain't gon' receive it. And it's all up for the shit, but can't forget how they try to treat me.
Police ain't never gon' know. Niggas ain't never gon' know. Just know that I know. Just know that I know, and they never gon' know. You never gon' know. You never gon' know. You niggas ain't never gon' know, and you bitches ain't never gon' know. But just know that I know. Put that on my soul. Put that on my soul, you just know that I know. You know that I know. You know that I know you ain't never gonna know. These police ain't never gonna know. You niggas ain't never gonna know. You bitches ain't never gonna know. But you know that I know. You know that I know. Just know that I know. Chronicle yellow tape. Exist in the devil's face. Ambition to elevate. They try not to separate. The losses we can't erase. Wins we gon' celebrate. I started 2008, and I promised my niggas I'd take this shit all the way. Never complain, I take all the hate. Turn, I'm just asking for all your faith. Follow my lead and you saw the lake. So don't turn on me now if you not a snake. We went to war and I caught a case. That nigga nipped through it all the way up in the county. Have a couple fights a day. I'm on my bunk trying to map a brighter day. You underestimated. 7 digits later, see how I levitated. You see how I play it. Know that I know, but you see how I never said. You wasn't never there. We the ones took all the risks and was never scared. We took it everywhere. The hood in my vein and my name just to make it clear. Y'all niggas is Hollywood. You get zero respect and said you was not a peer. If the killers round table politicking know your name, we know that you not a peer. Don't act like you not aware. Don't act like we don't know you deal with a lot of fear. We know you gon' disappear. Know it's too much when some niggas get really killed. These police ain't never gon' know. Niggas ain't never gon' know. Just know that I know. Just know that I know and they never gon' know.
What he say?
Never gon' know.
You know it's too much.
You never gon' know.
Some niggas get really killed. Know it's too much. He playing.
That on my soul, you just know that I know.
Francois!
You know that I know. You know that I know. You ain't never gonna know. These police ain't never gonna know. You niggas ain't never gonna know.
Where the homie Francois at? Know it's too much.
You know that I know. Just know that I know.
Really killed. Press 1. Yes.
I was broke, I had to take it out, barely get through it, yeah. Trying to build a little baby, I knew I couldn't do it, yeah.
Couldn't do it all, nigga.
I was focused, I was patient, I was very true to it, yeah. Can't show the brother the way, but I'ma make you shoot through it, yeah. I got a little baby, gon' give it up for water, yeah.
Lord have mercy. I can do this shit all day. Talk this shit and karaoke. Press 1. Gon' go back.
We was just surviving,
Now we attack.
I first fell in love with syrup, sipping ass.
Hey.
I got too much pride in me to react.
Let's go.
My enemies know I'm at.
Police ain't never gonna
Press
know.
1. My enemies know where I'm at.
Just know that I know.
Press 1, but they know that I know.
You never gonna know. You
They
never
know
gonna
that I know.
You niggas ain't never gonna know.
They fell
You
for the
bitches ain't
okie
never gonna
dokie.
know. Just know that I know. Put that on my soul. Put that on my soul. You just know that I know.
It's a like, yeah, come on. Super empath. Give me another one. Give me another one. There's only a few people in my classroom, so I no longer give a shit. You know, I got the urban media, I got the blog spot, and I got my true people who with KevRow. And this knowledge and wisdom is on a different level. I just enjoy coming on the air and presenting it to the people because I know you're going to need a sound mind to understand any of these things that's happening in media. Press 1. So it's up to you to get that mind. Nobody can get it for you. You can't buy it. There's no way. It's just, you have to do it. You got to put the work in. And if you don't put the work in, it's going to show. No need to get upset with Kev. Kev is just doing his job as the professor. Be upset with yourself that you're not taking advantage when you're supposed to be taking advantage. See, you take advantage when nobody's looking. See, but when it's time to take advantage of something, you don't. You know, and that's called stagnation. That's called a lot of things because there's a lot of reasons on why. There's a lot of reasons on why a lot of people like to stay in Wonderland. Not me. I wasn't born stupid. I wasn't put on this earth. I'm not a natural fool. I'm not a natural idiot. Press 1. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. That shit ain't natural to me. I had to pretend to be stupid to fit in. I had to pretend. And wasn't accepted being stupid neither. Press 1. So why do I give a damn? I had to learn that. Be you. Press 1. I'm me. KevRow. Hit that like button and subscribe. You can't, like I said, I'm trying to help as many people as I can. The more questions, the merrier. I enjoy questions helping people grow. I'm not I'm not uh overwhelmed by great questions or nothing. It's just part of my life. That's just part of what I do. I love conversations about this stuff. And if you can relate, you understand exactly what I'm saying. This isn't hard for me at all. You know why? Because, rehabilitation is a mug, especially when you come from an ignorant world of sin and trying to find your way back to God. It's very dear. It's very special. That's a special thing, and people take that for granted for various reasons. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people think the word of God was a joke. I told people in my class, everything outside the garden is sin. People never heard that before. Hit the like button and subscribe. Everything outside the garden is sin. And where did we go? Straight into what? So after Adam and Eve, everybody is born into the world of sin where everything ain't what it's supposed to be. Everything ain't what it appears to be. Excuse me. So like I said, all the gods, all of them outside the garden is sin. Press 1. Even yours truly. Why? He made him to be sin. That's why. So that you may live. Press 1. But people think I'm joking. No, that you may live. Might be saved. You saw all those people looking at the rapture, waiting for the rapture. What happened? Lunatics. People who don't read the scripture is trying to get you with a sound mind not to believe in God. Because that's how it worked. You believe in the rapture, you crazy. You believe in the rapture, you're a lunatic. Press 1. You believe in that stuff, you're crazy. That's how our people lost all of their rights in the beginning. That's how you was deemed lunatic. By taking lawful things and turning them into allegoric fantasy. That's how. Press 1, because you like the bibbity bop up the street. Hit the like button and subscribe. You like the bibbity bop up the street. You're not listening to nothing being said. Not you per se, but you know what I mean. Generalized statement. So that's what I set out to do in my class. That's what I started these books off. This was the reason why I started these books. I see so many people in jail that had the potential of a sound mind and lost control. I saw a lot of good people at heart. People you will pray for, who made terrible mistakes. And I hate to see more people just filling up the private prison system by undisciplined, press 1, untrained, unworthy mind states of mind. Lunacy, lunatics, animaniacs. Press 1. I'm not just saying that. No, I'm not just saying that. You see, we start talking about the backmasking of history. I told y'all we getting on this Compos Mentis, and Charlie hit, and everybody forget. Why? That's not your fault. But why? How could you forget? You got bombarded with media. And then things aren't even what they appear to be. So they just wasted your time and your thought process to deter you from what? Having a sound mind. They spend billions and billions of dollars so you don't have a sound mind. Your mind is controlled by the thoughts and wants of materialism, occultic things. Facts. occultic sciences that are not even, that you don't turn into spiritual basis, all in defiance, just to be in defiance of the word, the law. I had to realize, am I out here fighting and advocating for criminals? When I was raised, I used to think, man, the law is against me. Press one. Look how they do my niggas on the TV screen. Press one. Look how they do. Now I'm watching these niggas on the TV screen. And I'm saying to myself, oh, poor white man who's a cop who got to hear these baby mama stories. Oh, my goodness. All the yelling and all the bullshit they just cannot understand. I'm feeling bad for they. My people rough, boy, rough. It could be a parking ticket. It's going down. And, it's going down. Attitudes and all type of shit. But I had to realize, I didn't do nothing. And all this is coming from the criminal mindset. I became part of it because I started thinking, even though I'm not a criminal, even though I wasn't a gangbanger, I started looking over my shoulder for the police. Like if I was doing something wrong, press one. I had to learn that nigga's really stealing out of Walmart. I had to learn. No, them niggas really doing bad things, bro. These niggas out here doing the dumbest shit, going to jail for practice. For practice. So much so, you can't even advocate for them no more. It's just retarded, And I had to, what is this symptom? And in God's world, where I be thinking, in order to weed out the wheats and the tares, you got to purge the sin out of man, in a sense. So let man desire all that he want to and do what he want to. Look at him. Destroy himself. And then watch man say, God, where are you? Just watch the liar. This world is like a natural filter. Just a bullshitting ass nigga. You got bullshitting ass individuals and people who are serious. There's people wearing masks and don't got used to characters. And there's other people who are naturally, really like that. Hit the like button and subscribe. So I'm realizing you got a ton of individuals, a ton, pretending. I don't want to be in that world with them, pretending. I'm serious. My life has been serious. I'm sure yours has as well. And everybody ain't got time to be playing or wasting. If you want to play and you want to waste time, that's on you. We all adults. Press one. We're all adults. We have the right to free think as we like. You don't like it, you shouldn't be on YouTube. Facts. Now today, I say all that to say this. There are people who are born naturally criminal. There are people who are born criminal. You understand? The Bible say they are venomous vipers from birth. There are people born lunatics. There are people that are born crazy. They gonna be crazy. Hit the like button and subscribe. Anybody understand what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with me. But if you can understand what I'm saying, we in the good space. I know there's a saying, people aren't born racist. Yes, they are. Evil has no, yes, it do. Evil can be inbred. The TV told me that lie. I used to believe it too. No. There's motherfuckers on this earth that's just evil and mean and nasty. Evil spirited, mean intent. People put a curse on you in their world. Damn if it work or it don't. They just do it. Just because they set out to do that to people. When I was just the nicest person in the world, I couldn't see it. Until I allowed myself to get angry at it. Because that's my place. I thought getting angry was bad. Angry is my defense. I'm upset that you may have mistaken me for somebody else. In the words of the urban community, got me fucked up. Not as intelligent as I may appear with my backward cap and this blunt in my hand type shit. You know, get the wrong, that's the shit. And then I get them with my language and my expertise and shame them, not outwardly or nothing. I overwhelm them with brilliance and let them know you can't compete with me. I dumb myself down just so you can look at me lower. Fool, shut up. But I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to be ignorant to relate to you. I don't think a lot of people, see, just like there's ignorant people that are attracted to the light, good people are attracted to it as well, to the truth. Good people. So, take with that what you may. Try to understand. I'm just talking. And if you feel like you was hit, change your life. Change your life. Change your damn life. All right. So today, I got something special for my classroom, for my supporters, especially my sponsors. Without y'all, I wouldn't be on the air doing these lectures. I'll be doing YouTubes about conspiracy theories and other things. I wouldn't even be able to be myself. So I thank y'all entirely. Shout out to the people who came on my Discord. Love y'all. But y'all didn't make it. Y'all wasn't interacting. Y'all were just sitting back, chilling, and other people are working and other people are getting to non-compos Mentis as if they need it. So it's not you. It is you. So you can always come back, but you got to be dedicated to what you signing up to. Don't put yourself somewhere you ain't supposed to be. Press 1. This is for the ones who want it early and want me to break it and chill and sit back and explain it to them and answer their questions on call type of shit, and get the download these lectures early. But this isn't anything you can download per se. This one here is a book that we're going to be reading, and this is dealing with the laws of non-compos Mentis. Press 1. Now, this book was written in the 1600s. Press 1. Listen to me. This book was written in the 1600s. See, I told you I was working. They playing. I'm working. It takes a lot to deprogram and focus on my class. And this is a book dealing with non-compos or the law relating to natural fools, mad folks, and lunatic persons. Press 1. See, this is the non-compos. Remember my book? Okay. You shall be able to understand now. Okay? That's why I said this book is the non-compos is a must read by every student. Every person here is not going to be able to understand what I'm talking about. On my Discord, you had the opportunity to download my book. Press one if you did it. I told you this ain't for me. This for y'all. This for you, Bocat. This for you, Forest Glory. Shiva. Who else is in there? Tracy, Lewis. This for you. Lewis, why you not on Discord? Why you not on Discord, Lewis? You didn't download it, Lewis. Why are you pressing one and you didn't download it? See what I told you? See? See? KevRow. Jamie Lee, you downloaded it? Awesome. That way, as we read this, you'll be able, if you've been reading and studying my book, my downloadable book, this will make perfect sense for you. Matter of fact, this may be let me tell you something right now. My books of a sound mind relate to the study. Hold on, let me put my picture up there. My books, press one, develops the sound mind. Now listen to me. You think a sound mind is something else. A sound mind is a mind of jurisprudence, a mind of law. It's not outer space. It just sounds cool, don't it? A sound mind. You're like, ooh. No. To come out of lunacy, all of these things harboring your brain is to step into your lawful path. Back to the law, back to God. The sound mind is what you need. Here at KevRow, that's what you need. You can't fake it. Where's Said at? You can't get a special invite and come on my Discord. You have to pay the fee. Press one. Everybody got to pay the fee. Kev's been doing this too long. Press one. I feel like Michael Jackson and Prince running, but you got to pay the fee. You can't sneak in the back way. You can't pretend. You can't shimmy your you can't shimmy your way in. Nobody can hook you up. Press one. You gotta, because that's the only way. I keep my Jordans shoes fresh. Why? Because I paid for them. That means I take care. I put value on it. I put value on a man on a shoe like this. Press one. I'm like, damn, I gotta keep these clean. I put value to them when they really just basketball shoes. You supposed to wear them and wear them out too. Well, you better wear them. Remember them days? You better wear them shoes. That's what they paid for. Press one. That's what I spent. I didn't spend all that money for you to be in the closet. Oh, so that's what money is. It's like it's value. You put your value into something. That's what you gonna care about. You're gonna study that because that's what you got. That's what you did. That's why people go to universities. And they parents, I didn't spend all this money for you to eat pizza and hang out with Kev and them up the block. Take your ass to school. Press one. Mm-hmm. Yep. I didn't pay you. I didn't pay all that to be dumb. And people who go to community college who don't have student aid and financial aid, they got to pay for that. And they take school much more serious than those who collect welfare checks and are there for one student grant and going to drop out for sure. That's up to you. Hit the like button and subscribe. So this is a real book. And back then, we're talking about what? Estate laws that come with it. What's the laws where you end yourself and everything of your possessions are wished away back into the state, because that too is a crime. So if you civilly commit that crime, you're done for. That's why you black. Hit the like button and subscribe. You black in civil law. Self. There you go, my man Brian King. Why you not over there, Brian? Come to class, Brian. Press 1. Come to class. And quit playing. Hit the like button and subscribe. Ah, what a day. What a time it is to be alive. What a time it is. Non-compos mentis are the law relating to natural fools, mad folk, and lunatic person. Press 1. Where we at, class? What is a fool? Who are mad folk? And what is a lunatic person? Classroom. What's a natural fool? You know what? I'm going to open up my phone line. What's a natural fool, mad folk, and or lunatic persons? Because that's what non-compos is. And we talking about the laws relating to, correct? Anyone out their mind? You believe in the rapture? This law applies to you. You believe in these allegoric fantasies and myths? This law applies to you. Excuse me. These laws. We're still in the republic. See, this is why you supposed to sign up at KevRow University. This why. We got a special class, a special talented group of people. Press 1. 424-209-9506. It's intellectually disabled person from birth. That's a natural fool. Is that a natural fool? Ali, raw and uncut truth is not an answer. It's intellectually disabled person from birth. I'm asking a question here. Come on, y'all. I don't want to hear raw, uncut truth. That shit sound good. Cool. I want to hear you coming out of this mental deadness. I spit hot fire. We know. Got the truth. Say that for the end. What I need from the students is, what am I talking about? Press 1. The law relating to natural fools. Mad folks are lunatic persons. What is it? You can't say because I'm non-compos mentis and Kev is gonna speak for me. No, I'm not. You're gonna be a witness. In order to be a witness, you have to be competent, intellectually able from birth. You can't even bear witness dead and incompetent. Could you put an incompetent person on the stand? No. No. What is a lunatic, Ali? What is that? What is a lunatic? Let me see who everybody else. Ali, you the only. Where y'all at? Where the students at? Where the men at? What is A lunatic. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. What is a lunatic? Bowcat. You in the back. Pop Deuce. They look at him. Look at us. Say they gonna run. We can't start calling. What is a lunatic? I'm breaking all this stuff down through the week. No, describe it. Non-compos mentis. You guys are describing non-compos mentis. No, no, no. Describe to me what we went over as a lunatic. Remember, we went over this. A person, okay, okay. Ali with the copy and paste. I love it. A person, this is how I want you to talk, Ali. A person affected by insanity, supposed to be influenced or produced by the moon or by its position in its orbit. A madman. Well done. So, insanity and lunatic is one and the same, right? Brian King, you don't have the lecture. Stop. Stop, Brian. You don't got the lecture. You playing. You guessing. I'm depending on them to get it. See, I ain't worried about you, Brian, because I know you going to be guessing. I know my students is supposed to get it. One of them better come through. You see? It's a difference in it. It's a difference in they're committed, Brian. You feel me? They gonna get it. And I'm gonna see to it. A lunatic is insane, and insanity is lunacy. Even though you're right, Brian. Even though you're right. Even though you're right. Influenced by the moon or sin. But definition wise, Ali is correct. A person affected by insanity, supposed to be influenced or produced by the moon. You see how he got the whole description? You see that, Brian? The whole thing. Not a little bit, not 20%. I only speak jurisprudence, champion. And taking half of truth ain't gonna get it here. Give me the definition. And be ready to be called upon at KevRow University. Thirty seconds, family. All right. So we got an excellent book. I think that with the right people, with my classroom, we should be able to understand. I don't know how far we gonna get today. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But this is by far the most brilliant book before the non-compos read along with Kev Gills. This has to be one of the first ones. I find this to be a great read, one of the greatest reads for this class, if not one of the greatest reads at this class, if not the great one of the curriculum reads in order to understand this and our point of view. Come to KevRow, leaving no room for the extras and all of I'm with you and all that. I had fun the first 5 years, 7 years on YouTube. It was great learning so much. Now my worth speaks for itself. Shout out to the people who see greatness before, who see the what do you say who see the horse that's gonna win the race. You see, shout out to y'all. So we're gonna go to the author to the reader, from the author to the reader. Okay, this is concerning lunacy. Okay, non-compos are the law relating to natural foods, mad folk, Ali, and lunatic persons. Okay, so bear with us. We're gonna be going chapter by chapter, learning as much as we can. Feel free to take notes. You don't have to. It's up to you. I've accepted that. It's up to you. If you want to take notes, ask questions, and feel free to do so. So, just giving it a second here so I can begin to read. Press 1 if you're ready to read. Royal Purple's ready. She's ready to go. If you notice here, you can even see it's written a little different. It looks like it's spelled a little different, but it's not. You have to learn what is what and how they actually written letters back then. That's crazy. Okay, so this is concerning mad folk, lunacy, tarot card readers, spiritual folk dealing in the cosmos, the planets in alignment, all of you horoscope people, out of your mind. Out mad, lunatic, and deserve by law exactly what you're getting. And it's all going to make sense, the importance of it all. The Bible was very clear who can inherit the kingdom. Correct. Okay, so this isn't far-fetched. You can't be retarded. Remember? You can't be a lunatic. A flat nose, we know that. Press 1. Flat nose Peter. We know you can't be a Peter. Press 1. There's a lot of things. Okay, so this isn't far-fetched for me. Okay, and after looking at these people being raptured off to heaven over this past week, I'll take my word on it over anybody. Okay, so from the author to the reader, seeing there have been exposed to public view a couple of what is that? What the hell tracks? The one entitled "The Woman's Lawyer" and the other titled "The Infant's Lawyer." I have been. Oh, look at that! I have been induced to make a publication of this Parexiguous, whatever that is, piece, and have named it "The Law of Non-Compos Mentis." It being no other than a collection, methodology digested, if such laws with the cases, opinions, and resolutions of our common sages, as do properly concern the rights of all such are wholly destitute of reason. Somewhere off. Like you gotta see that's a S, not a F. You know what I'm saying? That's what throws me off. Whereof I've become so by the perpetual infirmity as idiots and fools natural. Some who are once of good and found memory. Make sure you write this down. Not found, sound memory. Excuse me. I don't know why it looks like a lowercase f, but that's how they written it. Sound memory. So write that down. Sound memory. Don't blast it all over my Discord because you found the definition of it. No. Write it down for yourself so when you're ready to present your information, people will know he's here. But by the verification of God are deprived of it as persons in high degree distracted, some that have their lucid intervals. That's like daydreaming. That's like lucid dreaming. Sometime in their wits, sometimes as lunatic persons, and some are made so by their own default, as persons overcome with drink, who during the time of drunkenness are compared to mad folk. Ain't that beer called Mad Dog? Press 1. Ain't that drink called Mad Dog? All which sorts of non-compos mentis are subject matter of ensuing sheets. Whatever that means, okay? I shall no longer detain the reader from the I don't know that word. Parasol of them than by rendering him a good advice given by an indigenous author. Lord have mercy. F's and S's is cold. But you got to understand. We're going to be skipping through like that. The author to the reader. Take no pleasure in the folly of an idiot, nor in the fancy. What's the fancy of a lunatic? Take no pleasure. This sound like, take no pleasure in the folly of an idiot, nor in the fancy of a lunatic. Okay, what's the fancy of a lunatic? You know they be dressing that shit up real good, right? Sounding real good. Romanticizing it so good that your brain go right into what? Ham. Press one, say it with me. Ham. You be sleep listening to the goddamn these folk. Sleep. Hypnotized. Nor in the frenzy of a drunkard. Make them the object of thy pity, not of thy pastime. When thou beholds them, behold, how art thou beholding to him that suffered thee, not to be like them. This wholesome counsel of his to embrace will be looked on as an act of prudence, but do reject it. Will be such a piece of folly as will undoubtedly bring them, and shall be guilty of it under the hard sentence of the old English proverb, let him be begged for a fool. So I guess that's some old English proverb. I guess. We say a lot of things now and they're not going to understand in the future as well. If the king, all right, look, of the queries relating to idiots. 1, if the king commits the body or estate of an idiot to J.S. to do with him as he pleases, whether this grant be good. 2, whether the king shall have the mean profit from the time of the first. Oh, so they can just the idiot, the lunatic, and the madman possessions go to the king. It's like if the state takes over because the state or the federal government is a replacement of the king. So if you are a drunkard, if you're mad, if you're a lunatic, if you this one and that one, the king then takes possession of your possessions and distributes them accordingly because you're incompetent, right? So that was the theory. That was what was going on back then. It's still the same way now. Okay? And what time was the prerogative and the, what is that? Cause body of idiots lands conferred to the crown during the life of an idiot or a natural fool. So idiots, natural fools, all of this the crown takes possession of. You see why they incorporated the crown? The crown takes possession of the lunatic. All of their possession. So if you're deemed lunatic or a madman or a fool, guess what? If you're deemed that, that's going back to when everything was taken from you. Think about it. Just think about it. We even found evidence in our history where all the black folk was robbed blind because they were made incompetent and black in law. Black in law is dead. And or incompetent. These laws remain on the books. That's why you have a governor over you. And when you do bad things, he takes you to jail. And you have a ward over you. You're a little kid. It ain't that school look like the prison. It's that the prisons look like the school because you a big-ass kid. And they know you from grade school. You think it's backward. No, the prison looked like a concrete school. You got to be told when to wake up. All the things you could never get right. You got to do in your new life. This is how you fold up a mattress. This is how you fold your blanket. You wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower, clean the floors. This is reality. Whether the tenant shall be allowed to also it becomes a what? What type of estate? A life estate. Going back to the librarian. A life estate. Going back to estate law. A life estate. Smaller trust. I know y'all missed the librarian, but I hope you was taking notes with the librarian when she brought up life estates and diminishing the trust to a minor estate so they can siphon the money. But who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Whether there be any diversity in the cafe of the king to answer either to the tenure or the possession. Damn. whether an idiot or fool natural can be bound by the sale of his goods and market overt. And that's a question. I don't know how they answered. That was just a question, I guess. Whether a stranger may tenure money in performance of the conditions to save the estate of an idiot. So the stranger may tender money. You see that? You see that? The stranger is who? May tenure money to do what? In performance, right? So it has to be capital of a condition to save the estate of an idiot. Now, who's the idiot? You. You the idiot. So they're over you. Lunatic. You can't get out of this. This is law. You can't come out of this. You can't wishful think your way out of this. This is real. If an idiot should make his testament wisely and reasonably to the shoe, whether this testament is be good or not. If an idiot above the age of 21 years makes a FEOS in fee of his inheritance, bow, and in what manner that, I don't know if that's testament, may be avoided during his life. But we got to check out this number 9. I mean, read it thereof, because I don't know what that word means, and that'll change up everything. Not everything, but Lord have mercy if it's what I'm thinking. 10, a fine levied by an idiot. What it operates? Press 1. A fine levied by J.S., uncle of an idiot, who was feased in inheritance, and said J.S. dying in the life of H, the idiot, whether this fine be levied, can bear the grandchild of J.S. Whether the custody of an idiot holding by copy of court roll, belong to the king by its prerogative, or to the lord of the copyhold manor. So it's the same thing. The federal government just called it, what was those camps where they took vagrancy camps and all of these are just criminals. But they flipped it on you and made you, anyway, we'll get to it. You should be able to understand. Fiatment. A grant of ownership of freehold property to someone. Thank you for that. Okay. Perfect. I'm glad you went and got that. Oh, both of you. In fee of his inheritance, a former transfer, like a deed, giving away his land or property that he inherited. Boom. Boom. So do you see how in lunacy, mad, and stuff, your stuff can be made this way? Look back at our history. We were made and deemed mad and black in law and incompetent and minors and all this stuff. Everything was removed. You see how that go? They found this because our people was of the Republic, of the Old English. So this stuff, you're really supposed to be writing calligraphy in Old English. That's yours. Press 1. That's yours. Just like the old days. This will be with the surnames and all of this. So stand put. We're going to talk about all of this. This is where the Hebrewish surnames come from. Old English. You think it's Old English, but it's Hebrew. You think the translated Hebrew is ancient and old, but God's language is law. You're deceived, not me. Press one. So an alienation due to lunacy. Exactly, Taj. Exactly, my brother. Exactly, my brother. That's how you drive. The only language is law. Well said. When you're in lunacy, now lunacy is sin in Scripture. So it's the same thing. The republic rides on Scripture. The democracy operates on amended laws to benefit the greed and materialism of man. You get it? These are two different jurisdictions. One is allegoric with science fiction as its basis for spirituality, political fiction for a sense of control, time immemorial fiction for just made up storylines, all of these things that makes you a lunatic in the republic against the law. See, people want to break the law so they can be lunatics. You get it? The world has found comfort in lunacy and degeneracy. Let's be real. Just sit back and think outside of the character you pretend to be around your friends. Sit back, the soul of a person, if you got one. Press one. If you got one. The soul of a man. No, I'm telling the truth. You can see the way the federal government in this. They deemed you non-compos mentis by default since birth. That's why I told you, read my books and study. Because my books is the new this. You ain't been right since way back in the 1600s. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 400 years. Time's up, bitch. Press one. It's my time. Time's up. Charlie wasn't good enough. You need something bigger. That won't work either. It's my time. I'm the only one who bringing this to the black dead family. To the Adams family. Press one. I'm the only one bringing this to you, Adams family. You have to have a sound mind to inherit the kingdom. What's your inheritance? A made-up kingdom somewhere? No. You don't even know the kingdom is real. But you can't because you're a lunatic. You see that? So it's like a daydream. So fuck it. I'll grab your attention. Fuck it. My people think it's a daydream. It's a fog and shit. They think the daydream is real. They think they real Democrat and Republican. They fighting for freedom. Broke that shit down. No, the kingdom is real. That little kingdom you got in your head that says God's kingdom that's fading away. If y'all don't believe, it's like the never ending story. But it's up to you. You got to have a sound memory. You got to develop sound memory to remember the kingdom, to even inherit it, because you gave it away in your incompetence. You see that? See how this works? So I'm not being hard on you. You're asleep, and I'm knocking your head in. Boo, nigga. You're asleep, and I'm beating at the door. Wake up. You like, man, let me sleep. Huh? Let me rest. No. You wanted this. You wanted to hang out, KevRow, this one and that one, and that's my king, and that one, you want to think like that. Fine. I'm not going to let niggas play with me. You want to know what it's like to be on this level? You want to jump all the way to the next level? All right, then. You got to develop a sound mind, which develops a sound memory where you can't even, you have to remember. And that's what we do here. That's what I do here. I help my people remember what was lost through my own testimony. You see the glory in that? I help you develop faith by the strength of mine, because I've been there. I walked that shit. Is it easy? No. No. It was tough trying to get people to understand, but when the non-Compos Mentis hit me, it helped me see from a psychological standpoint, my people ain't demonic. They just psychologically fucked up by way, and this ain't to their own doing, because deep down inside we all remember God. For some reason we remember that. Why? That's that small bit of sound memory that's in your brain. Press 1. That's so you can come out of just the beginning. We in a table of contents. We ain't even in the book yet. Look at how much we got to say. That's why I said it. Make sure it's a must read, because when a nigga go, you need to be able to understand exactly what I mean. Hit the like button and subscribe, and not be sugarfooting it around because we going higher than you think you know KevRow. No, you don't. Oh man, that's Kev. He be talking some. No, bro. We coming out of idiocy, lunacy. Press 1. Could you imagine a community without idiocy? Nope. Because you so used to having all these conspiracies, all these characters needing to figure it out, not satisfied for which you know. That's not a sound mind. Commit to it. And if you're wrong, don't be scared. Change your mind. Commit to your truth. And if you're wrong, commit to changing your mind. If you don't have the truth and you committed to a lie, how could you not commit to repentance or a change in mind? See? How could you not? You be fooling yourself. You would just go back into the I'll just pretend. Come on, man. That's poison. That's a poisonous seed. You'll destroy your family and not know where it came from. All because you want to pretend. Support the broadcast. Thank you for that. I have no cash apps today. Oh, yes, I do. Yohanan thank you for that $21. Press 1. That's why my class is what it is. Because I wasn't going to make it on just on Patreon. And please support me. I'll be giving away my most precious jewels and be mad. Like, wait a minute. Why? When I can develop a nice you, and if you want to take advantage of it, come on down. Okay. So we should have a lot of questions. We should already, not a lot of questions, a lot of thoughts going on. So everything we doing is lunacy? Yeah. Everything we doing, and the reason why we in the position is because we don't comprehend. We are illiterate to the law and don't know who we are. So they can take this and say, well, y'all just came from Africa. Well, they speak Russian and German and Polish and all this. That's not this language. You see how easy it is with a sound mind. That's not y'all language. See? Then you know that. That's reality. They speak German. They speak Slavic. They speak this one and that one. Their words are backwards. Their syllables don't even make sense. I be playing their video games, and I'm like, what the hell does that say? That sound like some shit double visage. The double visage. You know? But why is English? Because English, what we know this. Hit the like button and subscribe. So this is not This is going to be dealing with what? The estate law, because of the non-jurisprudence of a person, of an individual. You see that? It's a state law. So when we get back to the librarian, you're going to understand her a lot more. Why? Because you know what it took for them to deem you as, our forefathers, to be able to take everything from you legally. Press 1 is to make you black in law. What are you going to do about it? We're going to change the world. That's what we're going to do. We're going to change the world. We're going to change the world so cold they needed Charlie to do that. Press 1. Y'all don't know what I've written. Y'all don't. The audience, you don't know. Press 1. So I got to bring you up to understanding why. And because you must understand. That's why. I'm not finna do this for nobody with no understanding. Facts. You want to be a natural fool? Be that. That's where you are anyway, right now anyway. You might as well just went on and got resurrected with Charlie/Jesus Christ, the third. Press 1, but it didn't work. Press 1. I thought Jesus already got raptured. Y'all stay lying. I thought Jesus already rose. They were supposed to be caught up with him in the clouds and all this stuff. He just makes stuff up. Well, why? Because they want you to be with them, lunatics. You see? You can't convince me of that. Why? Because I ain't no crazy person. I ain't no lunatic. You want to romance and fancy cosmology. Press 1. That should sound good to my ears, but deadly to my soul. See, that's what Adam should have did. That shit sound good. Press 1. As long as they could keep your mind tapped into a non-compos. You see the curse? That's the curse. We have a chance. We have a soul. We can step away from the curse. Let the world be the world. We in the world, not of it, literally. Press 1. So you're going to sit around and let this world, this federal government, in replacement of your king, keep you dead and incompetent in law by calling you names? They know where I'm going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't even get past the table of inquiries. Oh, my goodness. Romance and fantasize cosmology. That is what we do. Press 1. Shout out to Mr. Edible, owning Edible, for being truthful in this class. That is exactly what we do, huh? We romance and fantasize cosmology, making gods out of the heavenly bodies. Press 1. And name them and everything. So much so they're in the Catholic Church. Why? Because that's the church that runs them. That's why. But anyway, we'll get back to that. You can't, again, buy your way out of being an idiot or a lunatic. This is self-discipline. You're going to hear, now you're going to really hear what's inside of you saying, go ahead. Just read the tarot card one more time. It ain't going to hurt. See, read your favorite one. Now you're going to know. Now you're going to know. Goddamn, Kev told me. God damn it. Oh, what am I doing? See, now you know. Watch. Do it. Watch. I dare you. Do it. You're going to feel the spirit inside of you say, go ahead, do it. Yeah. Come on, flip him over one more time. You just got to be nosy about tomorrow any damn way. You just, you just be, your nosy ass just be wanting to feel good for the moment like everybody else and fucking be nosy about tomorrow. That's all you doing. Flipping over some poker cards, playing around. Press one. Taking what works and leaving what don't. Leaving what keep what resonate. Because you're a lunatic. Only a lunatic will take what only good. Press one. Oh, I only want to hear what the good shit is. They don't never press one. See, I know they shit. They don't never resonate with the shit they really identify with. It's about you. They'll never do that. Just, well, no, I don't resonate with that. They be, oh, girl. Music to their ears. Press one. And the men too. Okay? All of that is where we got to come out of. And you know it. Because you still paying rent. None of that shit. You hear me? They be having you thinking about what? Other people all the time. They did something to you. That's paranoia. They did something to you. They doing this. They making you schizophrenic through witchery. And you going to them. That's exactly how this works. You see how this is? I'm not talking about them in that manner. I usually would. But I'm trying, you can tell I mean it with all due respect. That's lunacy. You are in sin. They are hellbound, controlled by their own psychology demons, passing them on to you. And tomorrow you wake up and you're going to think somebody after you again, and you're going to go back again. That's how it works. Then you're going to pay $50. You're going to pay the $100. You're going to pay the $3. You're going to be up $1,500. It's almost going to be there. You know, but that's why scripture tell you don't partake in lunacy. Not because you gonna die right now. No, because you're walking that path. You're now walking that path. I'm gonna keep it as that. You're now on your way. You are in sin, and he got you. So if you die, and we all gonna pass away. Okay? You're going to die in lunacy. Who's the god of this world? Sophia or Luna? Doesn't matter, same one. See? Ain't that what 607? Lunacy. Sin. That whore of Babylon. Science, confusion, nothingness. No law. There's a bunch of niggas who say my mama said. My mama. Call my mama, man. Hey, yo, get my phone off the police car. Man, officer, look, man. Just give me that phone right there. Just call my mama. Tell my grandma right there that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to call her when I get it. No, my mama, that's my auntie right there. Mama, help! He up here say, I don't know what I did. Man, mad. So, if you're an idiot, off the bat, if you're an idiot, you're in lunacy, you're this one, and you're raised off of it, you are born black and a minor in law and only have a life estate. Do life estate people have freedom or liberties? Damn, we raising a bar. Oh, no point intended. No point intended. That was a bar. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez, somebody stop me now. Somebody stop me right now. If a man dies, face it, of land, his heirs being an idiot, and before office he levies a fine, whether the king shall have the custody of the lands or not. Idiots in the custody of the prince, whether such custody can be devised by by the by the testator. Oh, okay, the testator. Lord have mercy. Idiocy, whether in a cafe, tribal, ecclesiastical court, an executioner being having obtained judgment in and competent, and having the defendant in execution for arrangers, and the testament being afterward. So I guess this is all. Oh, secondly, to perform this, to persons furious or distracted. See, you got all of this stuff in here. So they talking about distractions. It's a distraction, and they keeping us distraction. Well, they got this for you. Again, distracted. You with a sound mind, you can't. It's very difficult to distract you. Your mind is on your business. Oh my goodness. So let's thirdly to the lunatics, whether the testament, fourthly to drunkards. That's why they keep the niggas drunk. It make them drunkards. Everything which takes that was used to get you out of your competency and your inheritances is dealing with a sound mind. So America runs an asylum, a hidden asylum, where you don't know that everything you believe is actually in the realm of lunacy. Legally and psychologically, have you pinned down like a bubble gum under the desk. Just pinned, just thumb down. How? This is what you're up against, black family. You're up against a system that deems you incompetent to get a 400-year head start on you in your own shit. I didn't write Backmask, The Crown Reversed, and told you to study the lecture for nothing. I didn't ask, who got something to say for nothing? Ain't nobody got no question? No. You're in here. You're a non-Compos Mentis. You don't got no question. You're not even trying. It's people that came to my Discord and just sat there. I removed them. I'm not taking your money. I'm not doing it. You're not finna pay me $250 to sit and watch everybody and all the people discuss these things. It's not happening. All money ain't good money. Your mind is more important. The soundness of your mind and memory is more important than, I don't put any value on sloth. See that? I don't want it. I could say sit there as long as you want. I don't care. You know how much it costs to come here? I don't know. Ain't gone. Why? Because you ain't gonna be the reason why we lose our no child by the left behind benefit. It ain't happening. I'd rather remove you and see you in the fucking Patreon or in my chat room than let you sit there and I couldn't do that selling you no goddamn weed. Shit. Bro, get a job first. I'm not selling you no more weed till you get a job. Nigga, you going on fucking break, nigga. Press one. No. Come on, Kev. Man, come on, man. Quit playing, man. You don't really care about me. No. Get away from my window. Come on. No. You got them applications ready. Nigga, you ain't filled out nothing, nigga. J-O-B. I heard mama yelling at you, talking about she gonna kick you out that one-bedroom apartment. Nigga, and I'm not letting you spend. Where you get this $30 from? Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to your mama now. See? You probably took it from her little coin jar. Hey, come on, kid. Go on, cuz. Come on, man. Nope. You gotta learn. You gotta learn, bro. No. So, no, you can't sit there and just observe. Even if you want to. I didn't make my Discord for you to just lounge up. And no, we studying. The law of retardedness. The law for retarded, incompetent black people. You get it? Who was it? Damien. Oh, man. For this is how hey, who was that? Ease Your Mind? Shout out to you, bro. That he just told me I'm Damian Butler, Kev. Okay. Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler says, I take it he's still bad. He's still blocked on chat. We hear you loud. I still can't find him. But I'm going to keep looking. Shout out to Damian Butler in the background. He said, this is how the government uses parents. Patriae. Exactly. That's Ease Your Mind in Discord. Yeah, buddy. He's a sponsor of this program, Press One. And he just contributed $10 to the program. I told my sponsors they don't got to contribute nothing. They do enough. Shout out to Damian Butler. He said, this is why the state uses parent. This is how they've been using it. Yes. We're going to free the mind, Mr. Butler. Yes, exactly. Who else contributed? What they say? Oh, Mr. Augustine. Gene says, keep leading your people. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you with that $15 contribution to this program. And I will. Because I have the will to do so. Because I got a will to do so. That's why. Man, shout out to Amanda with that $10 contribution. Press one to this program. So you can get it in this book and read, but where you're going to excel and you're going to get the full understanding is from this book, but my books, my 5 books relating to non-compos mentis, the prison, the safe. Oh my goodness. No, I didn't name it that though. The safe lock, the private to prison, the school to prison safe lock. This is for show. This is the vote here. This is you. You're in this. When God say Jesus is going to come and he reclaiming you from the dead mind state. When God said the bones, can these bones live to the Son of Man? Press one. He's talking about you. You're the only dead people to ever, in this time, that can come alive. You're the only people. No other people. Everybody else can go home. Everybody else know who they are. You the only dead people in America. The only ones. So who you think the Bible's talking about? You. But you don't see it because you just see valley, dry bones, and all of this. But it's a parable for who? You. That's why. It's a parable for the people in this time, in my opinion, to come out of being dead. Okay? I'm not on no necromancy. Press one. This ain't no negromancy. But this is the only resurrection that you're going to see with your eyes. The resurrection of Christ being the head. Press, look. Being the head again. Yep. But you don't want it because you want somebody else to do it for you. But it's going to be you. If you the 12 tribes of Israel, you're going to have to show yourself approved to get into the kingdom. You have to have a sound mind. I reiterated because they think I was playing. They thought it was a joke. You can't get into the kingdom of law, of God, with a mind of non-compos mentis. You can't take none of that with you. Forget the material things. Everything of an unsound mind, you can't take with you. So if you want to get into heaven, right, or the kingdom of heaven, allegorically, real, spiritually, all that, you got to have a sound mind. The kingdom of heaven does not exist in science fiction. Science, the Bible is not science fiction. It's law, it's history. Your history is science fiction. Because you live in Satan's world and it's inverted. So you think that's real, what you see in your eyes through the chronovisor or the TV. You think that's real. You in the present thinking that's real. Ain't nothing real. They're all under Israel. They're all laundering money to Israel to enrich themselves. They are Israel themselves. They're the capital. They're the corporate All right. I'm not sure if the people can hear me, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm back from break. Yeah, I see it on my on my I don't know what I did, but it locked up on me like, you doing too much, Kev. Show you right, Ray. We supposed to. Press 1. We supposed to be setting fire. I told you once I get going, it's over. It's over. You know, I'm about to get blocked. I probably wake up in the morning and my channel gone. Press 1. I know what energy I'm in right now. And they, it be like that. So if I'm not here, you know what happened. They shut me down. But if you follow me on my Discord and become a sponsor of this program, you're gonna find me wherever I'm at. You're gonna be a student. Listen, I'm not chasing numbers on the internet. I've learned that I got 7 students. 7. I got a lot of people around, but I got, you know what I'm saying? 7 sponsors. I got a lot of students, but I got 7 sponsors looking for more. And this ain't the type of sponsor where you're gonna be rich and all of that. No. You're gonna invest in your knowledge and wisdom in your school. Hit that like button and subscribe. You're gonna invest in your mind. That's what you're gonna do. And I got the remedy, which is a sound mind. That's what you're investing in. Like a pair of Jordans, a sound mind, sound memory, and hopefully a great community. Yeah. But with a sound mind, a whole community of people with a sound mind, who knows how far you can go? Who knows? You probably, all the 400 years of hardships and destruction and trauma can be all wiped away. Yep. With a sound mind, we can get to God, who's awaiting all of your traumas, all of that. Once you develop that, that's going to get you there. That's going to get you there. In Washington, they got George Washington in the dome, in the heaven of law, saying, step on up. Press 1. That's nothing but a replica of what they know of the law. God up top in the heavens saying, come on. And keep the law with you. Got the book and everything. So you got to step up. It's you. You got to step up. And you're coming out of non-Compos Mentis. And you got to do everything you got to do. Like me, you got to go find books. You got to read them. You got to study. You got to ask questions. You ask more questions. Ask more. And also, with that, a sound mind and sound memory comes what? A repentance phase. So you don't even got it. I'm not telling you just to change your mind. No. Walk with me so your mind can be changed. I'm not just telling you, change your mind, bro. No. You can't do that. That's hard, bro. You've been programmed this way. No. Just walk. And as your mind changes, because it's going to, once you start making it whole again, you yourself will be called to change. And you will have the stamp of approval to say, you know what? I used to be an idiot. Everything I thought was lunacy. But now I see my folly, my own folly, my parents' folly, our people's folly as an entirety. So when you're in folly, you, as the Bible says, no sin is greater than the other one. You gonna see that everybody's in folly. And you're going to learn repentance. You're going to learn forgiveness. You're going to learn compassion. You're going to learn all that. All that comes with a sound mind. And you can't develop that in science. That's a synthetic form of getting over, a psychological get over. No, you need a lawful and spiritual get over. With judgment come reparation. Judgment to the plaintiff is what God wants for you. There is no reparation or reclassification or fixing without judgment. That's a lawful consequence for sin. You see how this works? How the law is the language of God. I didn't graduate no school, bro. I just found this, bro. God gave me this. You want to know me? Here, bro. As soon as I get to jail, a brother named Moses, come on, Kev, I watch your YouTube, Kev. We fellowship for 3 days straight. Press 1, he say, Kev, you ever notice the allegorical concepts of the law? I'm like, What you mean? Now I totally understand. You feel me? Now I understand. Yeah, my boy Moses gave me this. The lawful approach to the allegorical concepts. Yeah. So it's not easy, and life ain't easy. It'll never be easy because you got to do it. If somebody else had to do it, if Donald Trump can just press a button, that'd be easy. But it wasn't easy for you to get in this situation, and it was not going to be easy to get out. But the getting out process is swift. So it's on you. KevRow, I thank y'all for tuning in to this program. I'm going to leave the phone lines open. If anybody want to call it in and tell me what they think about the beginning phases. We ain't even started yet. And I got to explain it to a T before we even start because I can't have nobody playing. I can't have nobody pretending they get it and they don't. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about this for quite some time. I'll put the lectures on my Discord. You should know what this is, what non-compos is. But the law, before I come to treat of the law relating to persons of non-sane memory, dementia. KevRow. I thank y'all in a real way. But it's time to get back to my studies. It's time to get back into my lectures. I told y'all the 21st. Take care of Kev. Kev, I got these lectures. It's nothing. This is what I like to do. So as long as the university is supported by the people, and I have no quarrels about teaching at all. And I'm not bothered by no questions on my Discord or in my Patreon. Not bothered by that whatsoever. But this is dealing with everything we've been talking about. Again, this book was written in the 1600s, in the early 1600s. Early. But you can see the federal government feed up. Just like the Magna Carta, the federal government is acting as king. Trump is acting as king. You get that? You get what I'm saying? The presidency itself. So hopefully, if you didn't have a chance to download the non-compos and you can't, I'm going to repost it or add everybody so they can re-download the non-compos Mentis. I'm going to eventually download after we get done with this the second book where you are mentally decapitated and a loss of rights. But I think this book right here goes into depth, but it's from the perspective of the Republic. We think we Democrats and shit. So, and we don't think this applies to the urban world. But Universe 25 is the old republic. Those are the children of the old republic. And they were deemed incompetent for a reason. KevRow University, thank y'all. And as always, family,